Goal kickers.
In the games in the balance where sides are playing loose men in defence. You've got Mick O'Leary loose in Thomson's forward 50, and I think they're trying to free Tom Harriott up at the other end in East's forward 50.
So we're underway at the moment. Scrobelack, the big tap down, picked up by Matthews for Thomson. Handballs forward, doesn't go very far. Jerkovic overruns the footy, picked up by Oppenlander. A funny looking torpedo punt goes towards half forward, goes past a number of players. It is Lanyon gets the ball towards half forward for the Thomson side. Wallace leads the wing for Thomson, kicking to the eastern end with the aid of what's now quite a strong breeze. Ball comes down to Hildebrand, thrown out by Babs. Very well done. We've got a good side over here. Umpire didn't see it. Finally went to Matthews. He kicks towards half forward, but Primke, the defensive mark for the East Geelong side. Handball to O'Leary. O'Leary centre of the ground. Highland, well, Mark spoiled actually by his teammate there in Lennon, and the umpire says, I'll have the footy, as Hildebrand was caught up in a very strong tackle on that occasion. 1 minute gone, third quarter, no change to the half-time score as Scrobelack gets the tap down for East Geelong. At ground level, Hildebrand over to Thomas. Thomas now around the body with the kick towards half forward, and Sinclair's got away. Takes the mark on his own ahead of Dowie on that occasion. Hooks it around the body towards full forward, but Menzies takes a strong mark. Tried to be edged out by his opponent there in Sean O'Leary, but it took a strong mark. Handball to Harriott, out to Mitchell. Mitchell now, the long kick towards Highland. He's found some space all of a sudden, Christian Highland, taking the mark. Runs to centre wing, kicks long to half forward. Up high, oh, McLeod, great mark in front of the pack on that occasion. Drifted across, he's outside 50. He's going to have to go long to the goal square. That's what he's done. The only player back there is Mick O'Leary. Takes the mark. He's got better, at least Oppenlander, on his own half forward, half back flank. Takes the mark. Runs on. Now kicks it along the boundary towards the centre wing, and Sinclair takes a great mark on his own. Handball to Carpenny. They're playing good, strong footy at the moment as they go forward, East Geelong. However, not able to capitalise as the best 7-2.
Ball thrown back into play now that ball's come to the front of the contest. It's going to be picked up by Singleton, although picked up there by Harrod. He works the player off the ball, kicks round the corner looking for Dowie. Dowie leading the race of the ball, knocks it in front of Oppenlander. Again, the wind, and you got an extra Blake sitting back in the hole. So the ball's gone down. Scrobelack now knocks the ball. It goes towards Jerkovic, who's able to pick the ball up, spin round on his left. Short kick round the boundary line. It's going to be too wide, out of bounds that position. So Adam Scrobelack with the resulting free kick. Plays on now, drives the ball towards the centre of the ground. Jerkovic reading the flight of that ball, which dropped suddenly. Takes the mark, plays on by hand. It's not a good handball because Oppenlander's intercepted, but he couldn't take a clear pickup. Now the ball's back in the centre of the ground, and Thomson players are mucking around with handball instead of getting the ball forward. Now they go long through the aid of Gardner. Comes out to McLeod. McLeod gets the ball to Wallace. Wallace handballs. No, not deemed a handball. It's a throw. And now Drew Lachlan comes away from defence. Again, that wind. Kick's not good. Picked up there by Lennon. He goes back towards the hot spot looking for McLeod. He chases the ball or smothers the ball. Goes to Anderton. Anderton kicks round the corner. But unfortunately, with the breeze, it doesn't come back far enough. More. Would you take someone back, Bryce, and play on O'Leary?
Oh, throw Tommy Harriott down there. Yeah. Make it an even contest.
So the ball's kicked in from Baker. He's gone wide, and Penny doesn't let him down. He takes the mark. Now he's looking for Paisley. No, he's not. He's ignored that. So players running towards the broadcast side of the ground, but it's going to be kicked out of bounds on the... That's where they're going towards Wallace. Wallace up in front. Good mark. So the players there deliberately let that spot open, and the big player in Wallace, well, I wouldn't say big, but he's a good jumper, but he's got his hands in the air. There's not too many going to take the ball away from him. So Glenn Wallace, an important kick in the context of this quarter and the game. Will kick from about 40 metres out. Not a difficult angle. Left footer now comes in. It's a nice looking kick off the boot. It's going to have the distance and the accuracy. It's gone through for a goal. So Glenn Wallace.
Front now at the 6.5 minute mark of the third quarter. Scrobelack gets a tap down in the centre contest. Picked up Thomas towards half forward. Sinclair can't take the mark at ground level. Good work there by Hoey. Handball over the top to Josh Coy. Josh Coy goes goalwards. He's put down after he kicked the footy. And unlike last week's decision, where the free kick was paid beside the behind post, it's come back to where the kick was taken because it actually went through the behinds on the full. So Josh Coy now, an opportunity for a chance at goal and to regain the lead should he kick a goal here for East Geelong. So it's a good counter challenge that East have mounted here to Thomson. Moves in. It's not a bad look, or gee, it's not a good kick at all, but it's marked almost between goal and behind points by John Sinclair, and very lax marking on that occasion, because instead of going back for the mark, he decided to run into the goal square.
With Scrobelack doing the ruck work again. Anderton knocks the ball down, goes towards the wing, and Spencer coming off that position, gets the ball, handballs to Vetter, to Oppenlander. Unfortunately not clean disposal, and it's picked up again, this time by East Geelong. This time it's Oppenlander to Vetter, and Vetter goes forward, looking for Coy. He's in front, a good spoil from behind. Again, Oppenlander's followed that kick up, but Harriet's done the good thing and come down with the flow of the ball. Gets the 1-2 with Highland. Now has a player running wide in Matthews. He chips wide and finds that player. He plays on, goes round the corner. Again, not a good looking kick. It's going to get through 2 or 3 players. McLeod overruns the ball. Laughlin's hot on his trail. Ball's picked up by Coy. He feeds the handball out. Wallace now leads in the race for it. He picks the ball up, goes on the right foot, puts it back into the contest, but again, Scrobelack comes down, takes a relieving mark, goes to Primke by hand, and Primke takes him out of defence. Coming the other way this time is Curtis. He takes a mark. So players aren't settling down at any stage. They're going forward, and the mark is being taken there by Calder. So Calder, I reckon, was in distance here, because he's a nice kick of the football. Another left footer. So Sam Calder will kick from just inside the 50-metre line, I suppose, here. Right side for a left footer in front of the club rooms here at East Geelong. Comes in. It's kicked from right on 50. I don't think it's going to have the carry. Scrobelack kills the ball from behind. It comes to the contest front, and Paisley puts it through for a rush behind. So 7-7 now. 8 goals, 2-2 East Geelong.
So the quick kick in came to Carpenny, took the mark, played on quickly. Now the ball was in the arms of Oppenlander. He was.
Don't argue.
It was stolen.
That's what it was
by
given
Jerkovic,
for.
and the free kick was paid. So the ball now has been turned over again, as it's a couple of some great smothering here from both sides. Jerkovic got the footy. Ooh, maybe a bit lucky, dragged it back. The umpire said no opportunity to get rid of it. So on the 50-metre arc, half-forward flank to Thomson. 10 minutes gone, third quarter. The umpire will put the ball in the air once again. Babb, this time with Scrobelack at ground level though. It's Hildebrand with strength. Took the footy, ran clear. Gets not a good handball to Coy. Coy does well, eludes a tackle and chips the ball past to Hoey. Well, the umpire blew the whistle, but he dropped the mark, recovered quickly, gets it towards full forward. O'Leary, he's worked Menzies under the football, now jumps on top of him. No free kick. Umpire now blows the whistle, and he will put the ball in the air. Can't tell me the bloke jumps on a fellow on the ground. It's not in the back. However,
one or the other holding the ball or in the back.
Sinclair, wonderful tap down to Hildebrand. Hildebrand caught on his left foot, hooks around the body. Sean O'Leary runs at the footy, doesn't quite reach it, however, and now at ground level there's a contest. 30 metres out, 40 metres out, perhaps from the East Geelong goal. And the umpires again put a whistle on play. 11 minutes gone in the third quarter. 7-7-49. Thomson trail East 8-2-50.
So ball at the true centre-half forward position. Anderton gets the ball going forward. There's an infringement in the ruck contest, and it's going to go to Johnny Sinclair, I think. So Sinclair now has the free kick. Scrobelack's pushing forward. Going back towards the full forward position. So now John Sinclair. A good-looking kick. It'll need to be a good kick from this position. So he comes in now. Kicks from outside 50. Keeps the ball fairly low. It's got good carry on it. That's a great goal. So Johnny Sinclair's...
And in the back line, I'm with you guys. Surely somebody's got to go back and stand with him, because they're just getting easy possessions back there. From the centre throw up again. The ball's gone to centre wing. Mitchell, he's tackled and put down after he got rid of the footy. Advantage paid by the umpire as the ball goes towards... the half-forward flankly. So there's a fair bit off the ball. 3 umpires, not one of them saw it. There's quite a bit of an altercation there. Hoey involved again. You'd think he'd learnt the lesson after a weak spell last week, but he's in it again as the ball kicked from Curtis towards the full.
Need a couple.
They need several. So the ball now, Scrobelack, wonderful tap down to Hildebrand. Can they get it out? Coy prepared to 10 minutes gone now in this third quarter as Michael O'Leary must be getting cold up there in his own. Decides to do the kicking in. It's a long kick outside defensive 50. Man in front. It's got to be Paisley. He's paid the mark and plays on quickly. Gets it to Singleton. Ball bounces well for him. Picks it up and on the left foot goes towards half forward. The kicker's not so good, but it's heading the right way for the East player. Sean O'Leary went for the footy. Perhaps could have shepherded for his teammate to run through with the football, but now we've got almost a rugby scrum as Sean O'Leary gave that free kick to the umpire, and Josh Coy at the bottom of the pack. Perhaps he was second bottom because the man on the bottom was pinged for holding the footy. And
Paisley limps from the ground with what looked to be a rolled ankle or something in the last marking contest.
Okay, so the ball now is in the defensive goal square for Thomson. Marking contest comes to the front. Dowie gets the ball, goes clear. He's got Jerkovic on the wing, picks it up and continues going forward. Another long kick, 2 kicks, and it's almost in forward 50 for Thomson. So that's how strong the wind is at the moment. As the ball, again, the East Geelong player pulled the ball in underneath him, and perhaps not consistent on that occasion. The same umpire gave the decision the other end. On this occasion, decides not to. So just at forward 50 for Thomson. The ball thrown in the air once again. Both umpire Ruckman hit the ball the same way. Comes to Grant Calder, overruns the footy, then applies a tackle on Confe. But at ground level, East doing well through Thomas. He goes towards centre wing, but Anderton takes the mark for the Thomson side. 15 and a half minutes gone, third quarter. It's 7-8 Thomson trailing East 9-2.
Cowan's taken the mark and fed off to Timmy Garter, streaming through the middle. He's had one bounce, runs inside 50. Unfortunately, the kick's gone wide. Oh, it hasn't gone out of bounds in the full, but it's gone out of bounds.
Might be working on the calf.
Yeah. So now the umpire throws the ball back into play. It's gone to the front of the contest. Picked up there on the boundary line by, I think it was Curtis.
Ball to come in through Lachlan for East Geelong. Good kick into the breeze, looking for Scrobelac. Will get the free kick, Scrobelac, because Anderton was contesting, and the umpires, excuse me, free kick was paid.
So now with Oppenlander has the ball in the half-back line, goes inside and Phelan coming across. He takes the mark, plays on, goes straight up the line. Player he's looking for there is Sinclair. Can't take the mark, but at ground level he dives on it. Now he feeds the ball back to Carpenny. Carpenny chips the ball round the corner, and coming out to meet the ball is Menzies. He can't pick it up, but Harriet does so. Good pressure there from Coy. Sees the ball go back to Lanyon. He's tackled, maybe a little bit high. And free kick goes to Lanyon. So Lanyon now from the back pocket. Handballs back to Harriet. Harriet transfer play. Goes across the ground looking for Anderton. It's a nice looking kick. Anderton doesn't let him down. He has the mark. Now he feeds the handball out. Player running past there is Scott. So Scott chips the ball further up the ground and is found Curtis. Curtis there on the right foot again. Good foot skills here from the Thomson side. Sees Jerkovic take the mark. Forward of centre wing. Now he kicks back inside and Gardner takes the mark. He's played on. Good call there from the umpire. Vetter makes the tackle. Now it's picked up by Hildebrand. So Hildebrand, he comes out of defence. Kicks towards Hoey. It's not a good kick. It's made him work. McLeod's come up from full forward. He's got the ball in his hand, but the ball's been released from Hildebrand to Carpenny and goes forward, and Sinclair takes the mark. So John Sinclair now turns around, spins, kicks the ball back towards centre half forward. Unfortunately, the only player there was Chris Scott from the Thomson side, and he takes the mark. Goes by hand to Harriet. Feeds it ball wide, and a mark has been taken there by Calder. Calder chips over the top and goes and finds Denneman centre wing again. The chipping game. So now they're out and they're free, and Towan has taken the mark. He streams, has 2 bounces heading towards the half-forward line. Again, the skill's not good. Looking for Wallace, and the ball is gone. They have to kick wide, so it's a situation where they need to get some more players up forward. The ball's come down in the ruck contest. Hood's picked the ball up. He's kicked it round the corner. I think that's a great snap from Hood. It's gone through for a goal, so Thomson
on the ground will do the ruck work against Scrobelac. Scrobelac prevails, gets the tap down at ground level though. Thomson through Jerkovic, handball to Dowie. Dowie now off a step, goes the long kick towards half forward. Good contest there, Wallace, and puts a great tackle on his opponent. Babs picks it up, handball to Highland. Highland goes goalwards, and there's another goal within a minute to the Thomson side. McLaren and Scrobelac once again. Scrobelac's done very well in the middle all day. This time he gets the tap down to Singleton. Away goes Singleton, runs a long way. Finally, handballs after the tackle. Handball comes back to Hildebrand, who continues to run. They've fed the ball to Coy. Now Oppenlander running into the open goal. He does a bit better than last week. He's plonked it right through the middle, and I tell you what.
The balance here. Ball's thrown in the air. Scroblack up early this time. Yeah, put his foot out. Now the advantage has been paid. I don't know if there's too much advantage there. The umpire's done the right thing and will call the ball back. So Daniel McLaren has the mark, or sorry, free kick right in the centre circle. And now has the ball. Plays on quickly. No one stands a mark. Goes on the left foot. Kicks towards centre forward. It wasn't a good-looking kick. It didn't favour too many, but Curtis has been able to pick the ball up. Go to Hood. Hood releases Gardner by hand. So Gardner this time kicks round the corner, but unfortunately can't bring the ball back anyway. So O'Leary now from the full back pocket position. Kicks wide. Goes towards Scroblack. He's best placed in the front. Pat Hoey reads that ball off the pack and takes the ball and to the left foot, goes round the corner looking for Hildebrand, but pace there from Singleton, picks the ball up and he's away, takes his second bounce, now he's third. Blances on the left hand, but he plays right, so he kicks the ball in towards centre forward. Good read of the play there. It just didn't have the depth of kick on it, and Brett Dowie chips in front of Oppenlander and takes the mark. Has Harriet short, that's where he goes, so he'll be able to play on if he's talked to by his teammates. Has Deneman in front, but he now delivers, comes wide and finds Matthews, takes a mark, centre wing, another short kick going forward. Target's going to be Wallace, he doesn't let him down. So sun has appeared through the clouds, I don't think there's much warmth in it. Glenn Wallace to go back from outside 50, chips the ball inside, went over McLaren's head, he's pretty much confident there, left it for Mitchell, and Mitchell's taken the mark. So Johnny Mitchell, 55 metres out from goal, chips short, looks for and trying to find Hood, but coming in front is Brad Coy. So Brad Coy to take that relieving free kick, mark, and kicks wide, finds Carpenny. Played well on centre wing again today. Has been a good link through the middle of the ground, kicks back inside, finds Thomas. He takes a mark right on the 50-metre zone. Bab comes in, stands the mark. Now he goes and kicks the ball out wide. Target will be Sinclair. He doesn't get, he gets under the flight of the ball this time. Phelan goes back and picks the ball up. Releases out the back to Capenny to Sinclair. Players put enough pressure on. The ball's gone to Curtis by hand. It's been fed out the back. Goes to Deneman again. Looking for and trying to... So now with the ball thrown back into play, Bab in front, knocks the ball forward. It favours Thomas from East Geelong. He runs onto the ball. Has some trouble with picking it up. He kicks it over the boundary line.
Quarter, 9-9 Thomson. They lead East Geelong 10-2 by a point. Scroblack got the tap down to Hildebrand. Unattended. Handball went astray. Deneman read it well. Intercepts handballs. Series of handballs. Finally get the ball to Jimmy Gardner. Does a blind turn. Now he hooks it back towards half forward. And no talk between the East Geelong defenders because East could have cleared it away. The throw in. Deep in the forward line now for Thomson. Gardner get the tap down. Picked up by Hildebrand. Right across the face of goal. There goes the footy. Picked up there by Curtis. Good pick up. Mitchell. Not too sure where to go. Handball back to Curtis. Curtis off a step. Looking for and finding Wallace. And Wallace probably in the right spot for a left footer. But as the boys have just both been saying, Michael O'Leary, the spare man in defence, has caused the Thomson forwards to get a kick to go wide to the pocket. Consequently, Glenn Wallace is only 10 metres from the boundary line as he moves in. Well within scoring range, and it's a good kick, but it's slightly offline to the near.
He's going to go straight down the ground, or he's coming to the forward flank this side of the ground, and that's a commentary side of the ground. Mark has been dropped there by Lennon. Players now converge on it, and the umpire comes in and will throw the ball up. Scroblack's appealing there for a hold of the wrist, but umpire not seen that, so Scroblack now in ruck. McLaren, he jumps well away from the ball. The ball's knocked towards the boundary. Umpire's thrown the ball back into play. Vetter and Gardner doing the ruck work. Gardner actually plucks the ball out of the contest, heads towards goal. Wallace in the goal square has taken the mark. He stretched there a bit too much and had a feel for the string. So that can't be good. But Glenn Wallace has a chance to kick his fifth from right in the goal square. So Glenn Wallace, wouldn't say point blank range, but he should miss from there. He goes back, he kicks the goal. That is his 5th goal of the afternoon and the 10th goal for the centre of the ground this time. The umpire now has possession, throws it up. Again, Scroblack, I think he won every contest in there today. Ball goes to Hildebrand, who's been good, kicks towards centre half forward. Sinclair juggles 1-2 and takes a mark. So good mark, John Sinclair. Plays on, kicks round the corner. Hoey's going to be the target. Doesn't quite trap the ball there. Good pressure there from Matthews. He leads in the race for the ball. Goes on the left foot, kicks round the corner. corner, comes towards centre wing, is rolling towards the boundary line. It's a race by foot. Carpenny dives in the ball, gets to his feet, now able to push the ball out to Phelan. Highland's there, goes back to Matthews. Oh, a good chase from behind by O'Leary, and that's Michael O'Leary. He takes a good tackle from behind and will get the resulting free kick. So O'Leary from centre wing late in the third quarter kicks the ball going forward. Sinclair's going to be the target again, but good position this time by Lennon, and Lennon takes the mark and will take some pressure from the Thomson defence. Plays on now, comes back towards Babb. Matthews over the top. Babb can't take the mark, doesn't stay on his feet. Primke picks the ball up. He gets the handball back. It goes to Phelan. He kicks now inside, and that's a nice looking kick. Finds Scrobelack. Goes towards the centre of the ground. McDonald's placed himself there. He takes the mark. Goes back now with Towan standing the mark. Goes forward. Target's going to be O'Leary, but chipping in front is Nathan Denham, and he takes the mark. So Nathan Denham for the Thomson side goes towards the far side of the ground, the clubroom side, looking for Dowie. Uppenlander in front, lies over the ball. He'll probably want to get the ball out. No, it's not. It's McDonald's over the ball. Umpire says it's not coming out, and he's going to take possession inside the centre square.
So almost 30 minutes gone, third quarter. Must be very close to three-quarter time. Thomson 10-10 leading East 10-2. The ball basically in the centre of the ground. Goes up, Scrobelack gets a tap down for East. Towan picks up the ball, handballs belatedly to Dowie, who runs onto the footy, tackled high, Dowie, and as he got the kick, he was thrown to the ground with a high tackle. The ball will come back to him. So Brett Dowie on centre wing on the southern side here of Richmond Crescent. Would need at this stage, I reckon, Paul to be heading straight down the ground, wouldn't he?
Yeah, get it into Jackson quick.
So Dowie goes long down the flank. Scrobelack had his name written all over it. Over the top of the pack, goes for the chip pass towards the centre wing. Intercepted by Babb. Coming forward is Dowie as well. There's a whistle on play. What's happened there? Oh, the boundary umpire's signal. Just forward of centre for Thomson. Gets the ball back into play. Scrobelack gets the tap down for East Geelong once again. Only goes as far as Curtis. Hooks it around the body to and finds Highland. Oh, the handball went astray behind the player. Now Babs has intercepted another poor handball. And it's a few mistakes out there at the moment. So the ball now 31 minutes gone in this quarter as Scrobelack and McLaren both missed the footy. Ball comes to ground, picked up by Dowie. Has a bounce, runs to forward 50 on the boundary. Oh, he's pushed after he's kicked the footy. Very full.
Half-back position is picked up there by Hildebrand. Kicks directly across the ground. Scrobelack, good mark. With strength, takes the mark in front of Dowie. He's able to play on now, goes on the left foot and goes long towards half forward. Sinclair's out in front, but again, Lennon with some good body work, gets Sinclair underneath the ball, takes the mark, plays on, goes to Towan, back in the centre of the ground. They'll need to get the ball going quickly. Goes long by hand, finds Mitchell. Mitchell now has Denham running long, and he plays through the middle of the ground, kicks the ball going forward. It's not a good-looking kick coming out as Coy. Ball's tapped in the vicinity of Dowie, I think it is, and he can't pick the ball up. No, it wasn't. It was Hood. And the ball has gone to ground with the three-quarter time siren sounding, seeing the Thomson side leading 10-11 to East Geelong 10-2.
Waiting for the siren to sound. The timekeepers are having a cup of tea. Now it goes. The whistle goes. Now the ball goes into the air. So we're underway. Final quarter. Match of the day. Scrobelack again. Gets the tap down for East Geelong. Picked up by Curtis. Handball to Highland. Running off half back. A little short chip to Scott. Not 15, said the umpire. Back into the middle of the ground. Mark taken by Jerkovic for Thomson. Decides to go the defensive wing. Good looking kick. Wallace in good position to mark. Doesn't take it. But he's got good support from teammates there. Hooks it around the body towards full forward in front McLeod. Can't take the time as the ball comes in here at Richmond Crescent. Scrobelack unattended, gets a tap down, goes to Hildebrand, tackled, good work by Thomson. Picked up by Hood, little check side kick, but in the way of Scrobelack once again. He's got players leading further up the ground. One of them is McDonald, takes the mark, middle of the ground, ahead of Harriet. Kicks the ball quickly towards half forward. Sinclair again in front of his opponent. Breaks clear. Carries on quickly. The kick long towards full forward. Numbers back there with Thomson as Dowie goes for the spoil against Lachlan. Lachlan with pace picks the footy up, but Denneman comes into support. He just chips the ball around the corner. Good kick. Anderton has taken the mark. Anderton now. Half-back flank for the Thomson side. Just goes short into the middle of the ground. Dangerous kick. Oh, goodness me. Hildebrand, I reckon, could well get 50. The name hasn't gone in the book. It was just late high tackle. While that's happening, Dale, three-quarter time other game.
Yeah, three-quarter time at Inverleigh, 9 goals, 12. They trail Belpost Hill 9-13, so 1 point there. Corio 16-9, Belmont Lions 7-9. Geelong West could be another win here. 11 goals, 12. They lead Werribee Central's 9 goals, 6. Anarchy 14-11, North Geelong 4 goals 8, and Winchelsea 3-4 to Bannockburn 22-18.
So in the meantime, the ball has gone to full forward for Thomson. There's a spectacular...
Oh no, that's a shocking decision. They've called a push out against Scrubble. It's pretty hard to push a bloke when you jump that high and your hands are out in front of you.
Taken a brilliant mark, and the umpire has seen fit to disallow it, and the East Geelong crowd very breathing a sigh of relief as the ball now back towards the centre wing. Wallace drops another mark, perhaps that he should have taken, and he's dropped 1 or 2 of those today. Now another whistle on play, another free kick to East Geelong. That to me was pretty Tiggy Touchwood, but Josh Coy gets the free kick now to full forward. The mark not taken by Hoy. Handball there, comes across to Dowie. Dowie now runs a fair way, kicks the ball. It's a good-looking kick. He's found Wallace on centre wing. Handball to Anderton, who was you call it, running past. McLeod again. The umpire's not going to take that one off him. He was in front. Now the kick across the ground. It's not good, but it might fall to their advantage as the ball picked up there for Thomson. The ball finally picked up Timmy Gardner. Timmy Gardner goes goalwards, and I tell you what, I reckon he might have kicked the goal, Timmy.
There against Anderton, so both big fellas are in there. Scroblack gets the ball going forward, picked up there by Towan, but coming off the half-back line is player there. I can't think of his name now. Tommy Harriott got a brain freeze there, but the ball's gone forward. A strong mark there from Wallace. He's tried to feed the ball out, but umpire's going to allow him to go back and take the kick. So Glenn Wallace now from centre half forward, chips over the front top, looking for McLeod again. The spoil comes on, runs towards the boundary line. First there is for the Thomson side with Scott, goes back to McLeod, goes one way, then drops the ball. Good tackle, and the ball is out, and Phelan plays on, gets the handball, goes across to Hildebrand. Hildebrand kicks on the left foot, comes wide, looking for Sinclair. He leads in the race for the ball. This time he picks the ball up, dodges and weaves. Another good tackle there. So the tackling has gone up in this quarter, and the free kick there goes to Lennon. So Ryan Lennon, free kick, centre wing. Has players inside, will need to go long here, I think. Wallace has moved forward a bit, but the player running is Lanyon. Been called to play on now. And plays in towards centre half forward. It's a chip kick going forward, but it's not a good kick. And tripping across is Phelan. He takes the mark. Plays on. Goes back towards centre half forward. Heads towards Highland. The spoil comes from behind. Hits at the ground level. Picked up by Lanyon. Goes to Jerkovic by hand. Out wide to Highland, who's now playing off halfback as we called. Kicks the ball along the half forward line. Leading in the race for the ball is Hood. Throws the ball back into play. It's a good throw into. Ball's gone to the front of the contest. Oppenlander's there. The ball's been picked up and it's fed back to player in Scott. Gets a handball round the corner. Picked up there by Jerkovic. Has time to steady. Kicks the ball going forward. McLeod's best suited by the kick. It's a good kick, good mark. And Jackson McLeod takes the mark some 35 metres out from goal. About a 45-degree angle.
He's an exceptional talent, isn't he?
Oh, yeah.
Just the way he moves and the hands that he has.
So Jackson McLeod has 2 for the afternoon. Shooting at his third. And it'll be a very important kick on goal. It's going to go across the face of goal. It's going to be knocked out of bounds. The ball back into play. Ball comes to the back. Anderton plucks it out of the contest. Tries to kick round the corner. The Scroblack, he does the right thing and knocks the ball wide. Ball comes in. It's thrown high. Anderson, ball comes down. Goes towards Lachlan. His first handball's not good. He goes back and picks the ball up again. Now in the hands of Hood. Scroblack kicks the ball. I don't know whether he actually took possession of it, but kicks it out of the field of play towards a half.
Back into play. Anderton. Scroblack's gone a kick behind the play. Wonderful tap down from Anderton to Gardner. Gardner got the handball to Scott. Scott now to full forward. The ball at ground level picked up by McLeod. He's bundled off the football, and the ball trickles toward the behind post, picked up by Brad Coy. Goes wide towards centre wing. mark not taken there by any player, but Singleton at ground level. He picks the footy up, goes towards the middle of the ground, and Harriet takes the saving mark for the Thomson side. Chips it to Highland. He's got Anderton sitting on his own on the wing. Now they're in trouble as, well, they get away through handball. Denneman now goes across the ground. That's not a good kick at all. Looking for Harriet, but Sinclair read it. The ball picked up by Lennon, goes a handball ahead of himself, picks it up, a good-looking pass at ground level, but Thomson, when the ball does hit the ground at the moment, they're everywhere, as it picked up by Jerkovic, hooks it around the body on the left foot towards full forward. McLeod went for the mark, can't take it, ball at ground level, McLeod follows up, puts a tackle on, certainly putting pressure on Lachlan to... Scrobelac now, middle of the ground, a control kick. Anderton read the crumb well, picked it up. I don't know about the kick. He's kicked it straight back to Scrobelac, and the big fella's having kicked the kick at the moment. Scrobelac, the long handball to Oppenlander. He goes towards half forward. Sinclair, he's answered the challenge, comes forward, takes the mark, plays on quickly, drives it back towards the goal square. There's a mark by Hoey. Oh, he thought about going, but decided he's only 20 metres out directly in front. And in a one-on-one was just too strong for Brett Dowie on that occasion. And Pat Hoey now will have the opportunity to bring East Geelong back a little closer. 9.5 minutes gone, final quarter. An important kick here for Hoey. He's gone back a long way. Now moves in. Solid approach. It's a good-looking kick off the boot. The umpire moves across, but he's gone back to the middle of the goals.
So back in the centre, an important clearance from this contest, you would think. So Scrobelac knocks the ball forward, but it's picked up there by Curtis. He kicks the ball towards centre half forward. McLeod with strength doesn't go to the ball in the end, but he's been held back. But the mark has been taken by O'Leary, who clears out of defence, goes forward. Sinclair has the first hand up. Oh, a bit high there in the tackle, and I think he knew it as soon as he did it. And the free kick's going to go to Lennon. So he's done a good job back there today, Lennon. Now has the ball, looking to transfer play, has players behind him, but a bit early to be going backwards that far, you would think. So now he kicks forward, looking for McLeod. McLeod, good contest there from Lachlan, gets the ball to the ground, picked up by Coy, tries to take on Jerkovic. Oh, probably a little bit lucky there, could have been high, but Jerkovic has won the free kick. And now from in the centre of the ground, Jerkovic kicks the ball short, comes out, and it's a nice kick. Towan doesn't take the mark. It's another basic skill error there from the Thomson side. The ball's been plucked from him by Oppenlander. He now swings, goes forward, looking for O'Leary, and that'd be one of his clear first touches for a long time. So Sean O'Leary has the ball inside the centre square, kicks forward, goes wide, but reading to play better there is Dowie, and he takes the mark in front of Pat Hoey. He now called the play on. Put a bit of pressure on the big fella here because its ball's dropped short, and the ball has landed in the arms of Josh Coy. So poor choice, poor selection there from Dowie. And Josh Coy with an opportunity now to shoot to bring the game back to within some 2 to 3 points. So an important kick on goal. And all the running that Thomson had early in that first part of the quarter is now diverted back to East Geelong. So now Josh Coy comes in. 40 metres out from goal, he'll kick from. Kick on the way. It has gone across. It's gone across too far and through. And we've gone 12.5 minutes, final quarter. Buckley's Entertainment Centre scoreboard.
Do you reckon Dowie will try and switch kick like that again?
No, I wouldn't think so.
With a bit more depth next time, I think.
The short kick in has come in for Thomson. Finally into the arms of Highland. Still inside defensive 50. We'll probably have to go along the boundary, I'd suggest, because East Geelong have blocked it all up. Now he decides to try to bypass the big fellas, but Sinclair is there in the way. So Sinclair and Scrobelac giving some advice there as the ball comes back, and Christian Highland read that well. Now they bring it back again on the positive side as Harriet has taken the mark on defensive 50. Haven't got a lot further down here. Scrobelac calls all his troops across the ground, and they've decided to switch the play, Thomson. They've gone across the ground. Terrible kick from Menzies, but he did find Denneman. Now they'll need to continue going that way as Anderton this time takes the mark. It's still inside.
$300,000 worth of skill there, Rick. We were talking about before.
Absolutely. So now the ball chipped further. It's gone to Harriet. Harriet on defensive 50, and they've worked it out. They need to take the mark. Jerkovic does. as they're just working it slowly but surely. The Thomson side has another chip pass. It's not a good kick from Jerkovic, and there's the turnover, and that's what East have been looking for. But it's a terrible kick from Hildebrand, who...
So umpire now to throw the ball back into the field of play. Does so. Sinclair in front, knocks the ball down. Anderton actually read the ball from the contest. Handballs towards Menzies. He can't get a clean pick up there because the pressure there coming from Hildebrand. The umpire comes in and will throw the ball up. Just inside the 50-metre zone. East Geelong again in attack. 15 minutes approaching, last quarter. Ruck work done by Anderton, knocks the ball down, done well by Jerkovic, goes towards Harriet. Harriet now goes and pick up there by Scott, but he's been driven forward in the contest, and a free kick goes to Chris Scott. So Chris Scott has the free kick, has Jerkovic running towards centre wing. That's where he goes to. Jerkovic, would work there from O'Leary, able to knock the ball away from forward, Dale. That's correct, Eric. Every ground you can take in this last quarter will be valuable. So the ruck contest is won by the player in Sinclair. Singleton, has taken the ball off the back of the pack, kick forward, goes towards Dowie. He's kept the ball in the field of play. It's about time he went forward, the big fella.
They're both there, I think, Paul, at the moment.
So Scrobelak does the ruck work. Ball comes into the hands of Curtis. He feeds the ball only as far as O'Leary. He has time to steady. His kick smothered. Goes back to Harriet. Tackle there from behind by Scrobelak. Brings that player to the ground. So both sides not prepared to give any ground here. There's a number of players around the contest. And the big Scrobelak, he's gone forward to take the ruck work against Anderton. Ball's knocked down this time by Anderton, I think. Goes towards Jerkovic. A little kick.
East Geelong, but it is out about 16 minutes gone in the quarter. Anderton and Scrobelak neither get a clear tap down. At ground level, McDonald does well, but so does Highland. He picks the footy up. He's tackled. And it's really a battle of wills, Paul, isn't it, at the moment?
It is. And the more we watch ruck work, I know they're not the smartest of blokes, some of these on-ballers, but have they worked out yet that Scrobelak is actually left-handed and watch his left hand instead of running to his right hand all the time?
Well, on that occasion, neither ruckman gets the tap down. The player had the courage to get in underneath and try to pick the footy up was Christian Highland, immediately tackled. And again, almost on the 50-metre arc, half-forward flank for East Geelong. The umpire, for the 27th time in this quarter, will put the ball in the air. This time, Scrobelak gets the tap forward. Singleton roved it well, but unfortunately he dropped the football. Now it's picked up by Coy. He's tackled. Ferocious defence there from the Thomson defenders. And Josh Coy, nowhere to go whatsoever. And Dale Menzies certainly wasn't letting him get anywhere at all. 17.5 minutes gone. Final quarter, 11-11 Thomson, 11-3 East.
We might have 7.5 minutes more of this football, I think, but the ball's been cleared out. Singleton again reads it off the contest well. Picked up there by O'Leary. Strong tackle there from Jerkovic, I think it was. And umpire again has come back in to throw the ball up. So I reckon we've had about 25 of these in the last 10 minutes.
Scrobelak will come in, clench his left fist and try and smack it towards East Geelong's goal and hope that one of his players can run onto it again.
So again, umpire has possession, throws the ball in the air, bustle and shove. There's the third man up as we've been calling for. Or Pricey's been calling for it, and it was Timmy Gardner once again. Oppenlander goes on the left foot, goes back towards the goal square, going back with the ruckman again to do battle. So Scrobelak takes front position. This time O'Leary's the third man up. Knocks the ball forward. Denneman can't pick it up. Coy's in there. He's picked the ball up. Could have been legged a bit there, I think, but umpire says it's mine again. So we're at the top of the square this time, so valuable ground being taken by East Geelong.
There'd have to be an imaginary free kick picked here, wouldn't there?
This will be into the man, into Sean O'Leary. You watch this. So the ball's thrown in the air. No player takes possession of it cleanly, but it's kicked around by Highland. Goes towards Mick O'Leary. Maybe the wrong one I've called. O'Leary goes back to the goal square. Scrobelak's there. Ball has been rushed through for a minor score. Kick has come out from full back and it's found Highland in the back pocket, or would be between back pocket and forward flank. Ball's kicked round the corner of the contest. Carpenny up in the contest, takes a good strong mark. So East Geelong again able to go back forward. Timmy Carpenny outside 50. Has the big fella in the goal square. Shawnee O'Leary's call for the ball. The kick goes towards Howie. He's up in front. The ball comes to the front of the contest. Dowie's there to clean up. Chipped over the top there by Harriet is good, and it's found Chris Scott. So Thomson again with possession. We probably need to get some ease out of their back line here, but the ball's going to be kicked long. Target's going to be Wallace. In front, Phelan can't take the mark. Vedder picks the ball up, goes by hand, gets the ball out. McDonald runs onto the ball. Now he goes long in the Scroblack direction. He's being held. Oh, probably could have been a free kick, the big fella. Scroblack lying on the ground, kicks the ball off the ground. Howie picks the ball up. Not a clean possession. And a good strong tackle there from Menzies. Lennon's run back towards the behind post. He's not going to let it go through. Kick towards Dowie, and Dowie takes a strong mark in front of Singleton. So some good pressure football here from both sides. Thomson holding sway at the present time with Dowie in the back pocket. Now looks to transfer play. I don't think he'll come short, and he won't come across the front of goal, boys, so go the other way. Long kick outside 50. That's the way to go. Out looking for Matthews. Sinclair it is, going back on the flight. He takes a strong mark. So East Geelong now with a chance to go back into attack.
So 20.5 minutes gone, final quarter. Not a good kick from Sinclair, and Harriet falling into the hole there in defence has taken the defensive mark. Kick not good, and it's intercepted by Phelan, centre of the ground. He puts it up in the air, going towards the forward line. Josh Coy tried to put Dale Menzies under the footy, but he only pushed him into the mark. Terrible kick by Menzies. Mark dropped by Carpenny in front of our broadcast position, and he's forced. It is Thomson in front at this point. The ruck contest, Sinclair gets it down to Highland. A little quick hand pass to Curtis. Curtis looking for, and well, he found Wallace. Wallace can't get away with the footy. He does well, keeps it in play, but running onto the footy there was Phelan. He loses it. He gets a handball to Vedder. Vedder handball back to Coy. Coy's tackled there by Hood, and Hood. The tackle is rewarded as Hood gets the free kick for dropping the footy. And now gets the ball back into the forward half. He's tried to chip a pass looking for Timmy Gardner, and Timmy Gardner with great body strength has taken an overhead mark there. He just edged his opponent out with the body, and this would be a miraculous goal from there. It's 40 metres from goal on the boundary. The breeze probably across his face, and he will put the ball certainly in the goal square, I would imagine. Gardner now for Thomson. Puts the ball in the air. It's a lovely kick off the boot. It's going to land. In fact, it's pushed through for a rush behind. Geelong, Buckley's Entertainment Centre, final quarter scoreboard. 22.5 minutes gone.
So the ball's come back in and found Hildebrand. He goes wide. He's looking for Singleton. The ball comes to the back of the pack. Spencer's there. He picks the ball up, goes towards Singleton. Now Singleton feeds the ball forward. It's a good handball because it favours Primke. Now Oppenlander. Umpire's done a roll, and the ball's gone forward, and Hoey from outside the 50 has taken the mark. So Hoey now looking for Scroblack. It's a good kick. It's going forward. Well positioned, and a good kick there from Hoey. Good lead from Scroblack. And the big fella in his true position at full forward for the last part of the quarter has a chance to bring this game back to a 2-point margin. So Scroblack will have a line right behind the flight of play here. So the big fella comes in. Nice looking kick off the boot. It's not going to waver 1 inch. It's gone straight through the middle of the goals. So the big thing.
So we're in the middle again. 24 minutes gone now. Anderton up and down early. Comes to Jerkovic. Gets the ball to the foot. In the way there is O'Leary Michael. Half back for East Geelong. Decides to go wide to the southern side of the ground. Looking for Sean, but good mark, Christian Highland. Bit of experience there, and has taken the mark at centre half back. Players running here, there and everywhere. He's been called to play on. I reckon that's a wrong option. I don't know why they didn't go further down the other side. They're going to get away with it. Harriet, he's got it back to Lennon. Lennon now, he's only half-back flank, and East Geelong have bottled up this side of the ground. They've gone back again to Harriet. Now they need to get it forward, because from where it is, they could have a score back there, the East Geelong side. Thomson maintaining possession. Approaching 25 minutes. Anderton has taken the mark. He's gone right back now to the goal square. It's been marked by Lennon. Where will he go? Decides to go long. There's the where it goes astray, because the handball's come to Oppenlander. Oppenlander's gone goalwards, and he's put it through, and he's put the East Geelong a certain standard to play that sort of defensive game.
Be much time to go, as we said. We reckon maybe a minute if it's going to be lucky. The ball's been thrown up. Anderton, big knock forward, comes towards Gardner, looking for the running players coming past, gets the ball towards Scott. Ball comes back to Hildebrand. He gets foot to ball, which is good. Comes towards the boundary line. Now it's a race on. Ball's going to be led there by McDonald. Gets over the top of the ball. Has he got enough sprints to get it out? Yes, he does. Feeds the ball out. Goes back to Curtis. Curtis now on the boundary line. Feeds the ball over the top. Goes towards Menzies. And Menzies a long kick out of defence and a mark out of the defensive end for the East Geelong side has been taken by Brad Coy. So now maybe they'll start chipping the ball backwards and sideways. He does. He goes back to Primke. Primke's now called to play on. Wallace comes in, puts a tackle on.
Wallace had the free kick played on.
Oh, he's blowing the whistle and then called play on.
So the ball now in the goal square for the Thomson. In fact, it's through for about 11 goals, 13. That's 79, 13 for 82. Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard. East 3 points in front as the ball's gone back to centre wing. Mark taken handball to Jerkovic. Jerkovic back into the full forward position again. Comes to ground level.
There's the siren.
Has gone. The umpires haven't heard it. Now they have. So it's all over here at Richmond Crescent in our match of the day. And for the second time in consecutive weeks, East Geelong have got home in the match of the day by 3 points. East Geelong, 13 goals for, 82, have defeated Thomson, 11, 13, 79. Goal kickers for Hildebrand.
Yeah, he's as good as anybody.
So just
off.
Christie's heading out onto the ground as I'll give you the goal kickers for East Geelong. Sinclair kicks 3, Oppenlander 2, 2 to Brent Hood, 2 to Jackson McLeod, 1 each to Timmy Gardner and Christian Highland. So over to you if you can hear us.
Yeah, thanks guys. Marcus, congratulations for the second time in 2 weeks. You've just scraped through.
Yeah, it's starting to become a bit of a habit, but it's good when you win those close ones anyway.
Now, what was the instruction at the start of today's game? Because obviously this was a pretty crucial one to win. If you lost it, you were pretty much out of it.
Yeah, just get back to putting the hard work in, playing pressure football. Like, we've beaten all the low teams. We've got to start to earn respect and, beat those teams that we want to see in the finals. Do
you think that you have turned a corner now? The last couple of weeks, obviously, they've been pretty gutsy efforts and from the heart.
Oh, I think so. I think you get a lot of confidence out of these type of games. We're starting to get our main group of players back and, just great to have a great win today, past Players' Day. Good for the club.
Absolutely. Now, I'm not sure what the final result from Inverleigh and Belpost Hill, but it looks like that one was coming down to the wire as well. But obviously you've got Inverleigh next week and things don't get any easier. It really is a game that you need to win also.
No, that's right. It's an 8-point game for sure. We want to be up there in the 5 and then Cryo after that. So we've got our work cut out, but hopefully we're on a roll.
No worries. Well, best of luck for the rest of the season. Thanks so much.
Thanks.
Thanks very much, Christy. Of the East Geelong rooms with a very, very happy East Geelong person.
Absolutely. I'm here with Mr. O'Leary, the East Geelong stalwart, but your nerves must be almost shot after this 2 weeks in a row.
In the timekeeper's box with the clock going, and it's all changed now with out of bounce, and you've got to call it all the time. It's just nerve-wracking. I don't know how they do it, but it's terrific.
Absolutely. Now, we'll talk a little bit about the game in a second, but I just wanted to ask you, because obviously East probably hasn't performed as well as what people might have anticipated going into this season. What's sort of been the issues perhaps that have prevented you guys up until now from stringing, more than 2 games in a row together?
Well, I'll be honest, it's the Adam Scrobelack gone into the ruck, and you would have seen today we get out of the centre. The last 2 or 3 games we've done that. Werribee Central's beat us, we didn't get out of the centre, and same with Anarchy, and it's just turned it around. You get out of the centre in the forward line, we've got the forward line that can conform, so we do well.
Today's game, I thought Thomson put in a pretty good effort, and early on they really were, dictating terms. Although they didn't put the pressure on the scoreboard, it's probably what kept you in it in the end.
Well, they missed a couple of easy ones in the first quarter, and I think it was 2-5. Probably could have been 4-2, would have been a bit of difference, but the fitness came out and we came through, and it was terrific. It's just chipping it around in the end, and you man up, it comes off.
You just mentioned obviously the fitness, but speaking to Ryan Coy at 3/4 time, he said, it's got to come from in here, it's got to come from the heart, and obviously they wanted it pretty badly given the reaction after the game.
Well, even you could see in the last quarter and a half, we kept it in our forward line. There was probably 10 ball ups and even
try about 25.
Yeah, 25 ball ups, and if you keep it in, as you know, in the end you get it, and exactly what happened. I think the last 2 goals were from inside 50, and so kept it in there. It was good.
Well, perseverance does pay off, so we'll see you come final.